That's the interesting part of streaming. Even if you check everything before stream, you check your levels, you check your scenes, you check the game. If everything works, then you might actually forget to go live on one of the platforms if you're multi-streaming, and this is what almost happened to me. Welcome, Llamas, and thank you for joining me today. I know that it's not the day that you would expect me to stream, but because I couldn't stream on Thursday, I felt really bad. Like, I got hit by Trackcoon. We already had a conversation about that. There is a little bit of complaining on Friday's stream. If you're interested, you can listen to it. But I am feeling slightly better, just tiny bit better, so maybe we should use it as an opportunity and spend a little bit of time together. We are staying at home with Laser anyway, and I missed you. So thank you so much for joining. Let me say hello to all the llamas that said hi in any of the chats. We've got Katoof on YouTube. Hello, good to see you, Maria. Also, we've got Mr. M with pre-stream hype team. Amazing, guys. Amazing. I'm firing my laser. We've got Blady and Cardragon and a fairy son. And I was trying to catch everybody. I hope that I have mentioned everybody who said hi. And guys, welcome everybody who might be lurking. Everybody who will see this video in the future. Welcome, llamas from the future. I wonder what the llama from the past, which means me, is going to spaghetti into Factorial this time. I can't wait. So, how is the Great Oppressor today? I got a question from my fairy son. We're sick. Laser is sick. He brought the sickness to the family. And I got sick too. So we got free weekend because of that. Yeah. What about you, my fairy son? Also, I see that you're already writing the reviews at the cafe, and anybody who joins it through Twitch, it's amazing that you did that you're ordering your dishes. There are a few more things available. I'm trying to upgrade the kitchen appliances because still the farm was just way too expensive. We've got mangoes, cherries, almonds, and something else that I don't remember. And bananas, I think. Yeah, it's bananas, actually. Oh, yeah. So the choice is slightly bigger. I don't want to overwhelm you with the amount of stuff. It's just all there in the menu. Okay, so I'm not going to mention how many things are available. You'll just see all of that. And you have the right to feel overwhelmed. We haven't unlocked all of the dishes yet. I believe that we're halfway through. Or not even halfway through. Let's see. Not yet. We're at 123 out of 334 dishes. But we've got muffins, banana bread muffin. We've got, what was the next thing? I believe that there is another version of the donut. There is hot lemon tea, I believe. Quite a few new things. So keep on looking for them and keep on ordering stuff. Let's read the reviews. We've got one. I ordered Cola Light, but it was pretty heavy. Probably it's a matter of the can, you know. I think that the can is something that they should change in the production process. But I'm not an expert on this. Also, you ordered cola, Meanwhile, we've got... Oh no, it is cola. I thought about Sprite tea. Okay, my mistake. As a manager, I will give you the opportunity to ask for refund. So I will grant you a refund. But because I spent all of that money from the cafe faster than you think on all of the upgrades, then let me exchange the so-called monetary in-game refunds. Instead of cash, in-game cash, you will get pets. What do you think? That's the best I can do. Lady says my sushi was not fried like I am used to eat it. No refunds, just pets. Okay, so that sounds like a bribe to me, but okay, I mean, I assumed that this will be a great refund. By the way, Llamas, I forgot to get the rain sounds in the background. I need something in the background. Okay. Feels better, man. So, we've got Factorial Stream today. But let me catch up with the chat. As always, I am trying to check if I responded to all the messages. So, Llamas, here's the thing. If you are on Twitch by any chance and you see the Duolingo owl looking at you, it's because the drops are available. And apparently Twitch wants you to subscribe, I believe, in order to get some Duolingo thingy. I never used it. I don't know. But you can dismiss the message if it bothers you. So it's not like I asked this owl to bother you guys. No, that wasn't my intention at all. Who does the pets today? Me. From the very beginning, it was me. Don't know if y'all seen the anime, but I'm slowly finishing Death Note. I know it has been out for some time. I have really weird thoughts about Death Note. But maybe I will share it later. If you're interested, please remind me of this, okay? Lady has shared their stream streak. It's 165 stream streak. Unbelievable. If these were years, I had watched you since 1860. Oh my god. Thank you so much. This is such a huge support to be here every stream. Incredible. I'm so speechless. This is amazing. I mean, I'm speechless, but in positive way, right? Just, I don't think that there is anybody else who's got bigger stream streak than you, lady. Roller coaster week, Fairy-san says. I find out I am unhealthy from a blood test, but then I do well in stonks, so it all balances out. No, unfortunately, it doesn't work this way. Is it something very serious about the, unhealthiness? I hope that you can get that stuff checked and you're not going to delay it in any way, because health is the most important part. So please, please, please try to take care of yourself. Size doesn't matter, Llamas. That's a reference I'm familiar with. I wonder who said this to you, Laser? Was that your boss by any chance? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I believe that I distributed pets enough so we can switch to Factorio, but I could click all the time. You know me, guys. I love this game. Although I would be much happier if there would be a llama as an animal, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, yeah. I see that you have noticed that tempura is the new dish. Yes, it is. Or have I mentioned it? I mentioned it. Okay, mind. Never mind. Let's move on with our lives. Also, I want to check one more thing. At cafe, but I don't remember. A glazed old-fashioned donut is another thing that you can get. Also hot dogs, but I don't know if you got this stuff. I believe it was quests. All right. I need to harvest 50 apples in order to get some kind of, I don't know, milkshake or something like that. Alright, I will try to get this done. But the game will be running in the background, so I'm pretty sure that this is something that we can definitely get quite fast. Alright, llamas, let's switch to Factorio because we've got a ton of stuff to do today, and I cannot wait for that to happen. Right, alright, that's so weird because I am switching to Factorio now. And there is nothing happening. I try to avoid running the game in the background because things are spoiling as we speak. And actually, that might be a problem if you don't have balance with your general spoilage situation. Am I right? So I'm trying to be mindful of that and just pause in advance to make sure that at least I have something that looks nice and I know what kind of situation we're dealing with. And what am I dealing with right now is the Bioflux. How to say this? The Bioflux abundance. We've got plenty of this, and I don't want for it to be wasted. That's why I will try to use Bioflux for any other products that I don't have yet. I mean, right now, we need to add a little bit of Bioflux in order to grow bacteria, but I don't plan to use it as much for growing bacteria, so I wish I could do something else with it. Something that will help me to avoid the spoilage. I mean, the spoilage is good for us, we already know it. And generally this belt is made for spoilage. I call it the spoilage bus. It seems to work quite well since I have changed most of the belts, at least on this part of the bus. But there is still so much to do around it that I will try to add stuff to make the bus longer gradually on today's stream. So that's the plan. Happy working, Blady. Thank you so much for joining. Alright. So what's the plan? Anything related with Bioflux? I already had stuff done in the factory, but it was just trying to figure out how to do stuff. What are the relations, what are the dependencies between different products? And basically what I wanted to get was the rocket fuel. That's very important to me. And for some reason it's not getting Bioflux. Because of spoilage. Okay. Okay, I get it. Actually, it should be the other way around, but that's fine. That's fine. We can deal with it. Unless this is a ghost, and that could actually be a ghost. No. It wasn't a ghost. This time, Llamas, this time it wasn't a ghost. Good for us. Right? I will try to refer to this old part of the base. If you see it for the first time, this is what I tried to set up in order to understand how the spoilage works, how to process the fruit that we have, how to make it into different types of ingredients. I had no idea how to make the iron ore, so I could get some other basic machines produced. And right now, while I have all of this, then I can actually have some fun, right? We have grown the bacteria. These bacteria are safe for you as far as you're not trying to ingest them, so don't do that. These are not going to make you sick, most likely. Hello, Horkus! Hey, happy weekend! This is not my usual day of streaming, but it's so good to see you! Wow! Sometimes I regret that I cannot stream on weekends, on regular basis. Hey, how is life? How is work? How is everything? It's the question to everyone, by the way. So, again, happy weekend to everyone, and I hope that whatever you planned, or you haven't planned, that you did, that stuff worked out for you today. It's a great day to steam or stream. I mean both. There are some sales going on, but I try not to pay any attention to this, because meh. At least for now. I couldn't make any reasonable decision about the games, which ones to play. I wish I could stream more in the first place. Oh dear. Okay, guys, let's check. First, let's look for the Bioflux. This will be the easier reference. It's the same each time. Probably it's boring to repeat it, but if you don't know what to do, you check technology tree. And what we have here is Bioflux processing. This is what I need to deal with today. I need some reasonable amount of biolubricant in the first place. Also, I need... Well, I've got rocket fuel from jelly, so this is already keeping the base running. And I've got a bit of bioplastic stashed when I was making it, but I don't have the steady production of bioplastic nor any biolubricant, which is needed for the blue belts. And that's something that I am going to address today, hopefully. Even if I would have to make some kind of biolubricant production that would connect to an incredible amount of storage tanks, whatever. I want to have a steady flow of the blue belts. And for those of you who don't know, we've got Gliba starting from scratch. So everything that you can see here, all of the production, all of the stuff that I have placed here was produced here. So I didn't get anything from any of my platforms. I didn't get anything from any other planets. I was just trying to start from scratch, basically. No other items, just my human puppet hands, and that worked out. And that's something I would recommend to everybody. If you already got to Gleba, maybe with another playthrough, just try going with no items. It's awesome. But there is one little disclaimer. My little beings out there are peaceful, because I had peaceful biters at the very beginning. This was my first peaceful biter playthrough. And I had no idea when I added the DLC on top. I had no idea that this will translate to Gleba, but it did, and probably I was extremely lucky with that. Pergot says, life is good, kids are almost asleep, wife is out of the house, the axis of evil trying to keep me from my PC is all but defeated. Ouch. Ouch. I mean, you probably have reasons to say it this way, alright? I smiled a little bit, alright? But it doesn't mean that I am necessarily that evil, okay? I wish I needed some biolubricant. All you need to do is to fly to a planet like this, where it rains all the time, it's a beautiful weather. Probably you will find some tentacly weird creatures that might not be very friendly, but generally, it's good here. It's so good to be here. Wow. And then there is a chance that you'll actually need biolubricant. I've got 2 storage tanks, and I already got rid of stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you have heard this in the background, because my noise gate is set to the setting that is high enough that actually I need to work on it and on the equalizer a little bit more, because I know that there are some certain clippings going on of certain words or other stuff. I try to talk as loud as I can, but sometimes there is this weird clipping. But I don't know if you have heard Laser in the background. He's coughing. At the beginning of the stream, he said that he's okay. No further comments, because I am not willing to stress myself over this. SMH. Alright, Llamas, what was I trying to do here? Because I see that I already set up the biolubricant production. But what's going on out there? Do we produce stuff? I mean, something is flowing, definitely. But how many jelly pieces do we need? 58? 60 of these. Okay, so we are not producing enough. Understandable. Because when the jelly gets from this biochamber and the other biochamber, by the way, it has the chance to be processed by the biochambers that are trying to extract bacteria from it, and then when it gets into the loop, then this loop is actually taking all of the jelly to the left side of the belt. So it splits and it goes to the biolubricant production. So I already had this done. Did you have this? Did you have this moment when you think that you need to get something done and then you already done it and you don't have to deal with it? I mean, this is rare occurrence in Factorio in my case. I will take that. I am very happy. But we are not producing enough of jelly. I know that. There are many of these brains that I wish I could process further, because all I am trying to do is to use the existing production and avoid as much as I can. Avoid wasting stuff, pretty much. By the way, it's interesting that biolubricant was part of the Bioflux processing, but biolubricant doesn't need Bioflux. But I guess they had to put it behind some kind of technological wall, let's put it like that, in order to not let you get biolubricant faster. I'm pretty sure they had the reasons. I don't mind that, but it's just a little bit confusing. But we've got biolubricant. We need bioplastic. It's something that I haven't done at all, I'm pretty sure. But before I do that, what was I thinking here? I mean this, I wouldn't mind this. Oh no. Oh, inventory full, oh no. Forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it. Oh god. The inventory gods might not be very good to me today. But this is not connected at all, and it doesn't make sense. The good part of it is, okay, I need to stop. I need to remove yellow transport belt from my belt later. Because this is just so weird. $160 hours. I'm impressed you streamed that much. Oh, Harkos, actually I have streamed much more. I can check it in achievements if you want to. But I need to remind myself where the achievements are, because I've got, like... I don't want to say most of them, because there are some really high achievements. But you can check it from your streamer account. I just wonder. Okay, got it. So there is a path to affiliate, or at least it was in the past. In my case, the path to affiliate was to reach 50 followers, stream for 8 hours, stream on 7 different days, and average of 3 viewers in a month time span, I believe. So I got affiliate. Path to partner, let's skip that. Average of 75 viewers doesn't really give you 100% of chance. I don't want to say the chance, but it's not 100% sure that even if you reach average of 75 viewers, you will become Twitch partner. And I never wanted to get fixated on this, so we will leave that. And there are other achievements, like have certain amount of viewers at the same time, reaching total hours watched on the channel, reaching average viewers, or something like that. And there was an achievement for the time streamed. And I am looking for this achievement. Okay, so it only got me for 2,000 hours total. Okay, so Twitch is not reliable in this case. I thought that there was another level of this, but whatever. I can try to track this by something else. Because now I am curious, alright? So let's try to explore it. In the meantime, I will try to figure out what was I thinking in here. Probably I wanted to replace some of the yellow belts with the blue belts, because this is the plan. any of the splitters or underground belts will have to wait, but at least if I can speed up things in the most important parts, then I will. You know, the most busy parts of the factory. That's what I am talking about right now. That's why you can see the loop is blue and so on. But because I mentioned tracking, okay, are you ready to hear how many hours I have streamed from 25th of August of 2017 until today? I'm not sure if you're interested in this, but actually I'm surprised. It is 5,353. Wow, it's 53 hours. 5,353 hours of streams. Out of all of that, I had 3,800 hours in the highlights. Wow. Wow. Interesting. I just checked my all-time stats on the third party. Wow. I am actually surprised. Happy lurking, Mr. M, thank you. Good luck with the factory. Yes, with the factory. Thank you, thank you. Because I am planning to get from the yellow belts to blue belts. We skipped the red belts completely. I couldn't care less about the red belts. Then, at least if I've got some, I will try to replace stuff as I go, and I will try to be active with responding to the chat. Sorry if I stand for too much. That's 223 days in about 8 years. Wait a minute, it's about to be 9 years. 669 working days. Well, I mean, I told you guys that sometimes it's really hard to stop streaming, right? So, yeah. I mean, I don't regret it if you ask me, or anything like that. I know it might be... I don't know. I'm not necessarily proud of spending so many hours. On the other hand, damn, I don't mind at all. But yeah, you probably had the chance to find me, like accidentally to find me quite a few years ago. But no matter when you followed, no matter when you found me, it's good that we're here now together, having fun, hopefully. Enjoying our weekends. That's all that matters. Wait, was that... Oh, jelly nut. Okay, not this part of the farming. It's the southern part of the farming. The brains. I will just drop the seeds and get back to the thing. Oh, Nufi, hello! Happy time zone! I am very happy to see you streaming. Oh my god, Nufi, this is so sweet. This is so kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you today. How have you been? How is work? I hope that you're still saving people's lives. And that you're getting decent sleep as well. Probably, you know the best. That sleep is extremely important, right? Wait a minute, where would I supposed to drop the... I think I've made some weird mistake, like really weird mistake. So, Llamas, I know that I have been quite a bit inconsistent lately, but there is some health issue going on, and I'm not very happy about that. But you know, just trying to work things out one day at a time. Oh, Harkovs, you're going to play Project Zomboid. Awesome. I love this game. You probably know I mentioned that a few times, but I need to mention that again. And I think it's a good moment to give a shout out to a fellow streamer, Samalander, who is a variety streamer on Twitch. And they were the streamer that I've seen playing Project Zomboid for the first time, and I just enjoy the general vibe on his channel, so if you could consider following them, I think that you're not going to be disappointed at all. So you can blame me if you're going to be disappointed, but you're not going to be disappointed. I am linking the Twitch channel on YouTube as well, if you would like to see when Samalander is playing. So remember, Harkovs, try not to die. What kind of advice I can give you? Of course, it's unsolicited advice, but as a Mama Llama, I guess I have the right to do so. Yeah. So try not to die. Remember to keep your eggplants in the refrigerator. And don't get your chickens zombified. I believe that there is some problem with zombie chickens. But I never played this game myself, so I can't really tell. Llamas, wait. I was trying to get rid of the seeds, fine. But here I will have to get rid of the seeds, and this is something that I haven't figured out yet, so I will just take it manually because we don't have bots yet. I am working on getting the bots right now. Also, I am working on getting more of the blue belts because I'm done with the yellow ones already. But, you know. Can I just put it here? Not really. Not really. Oh, yeah. Okay. I would be planting this manually. Never mind. Hey, Furry Sun says, how has your month been, Great Oppressor? Well, my life is very boring. So we've got stuff going on during the weekends. You know, it's private stuff, it's family related, not necessarily my family related, and that's something that I don't want to discuss, but this is something that prevents me from streaming every weekend. I hope that it will end soon, by the way. And in between, I am trying to do the usual stuff, looking for a job, then looking for the flat to rent, because we are definitely done with this place. We're looking for something with better price, like price to amount of rooms ratio, and other things like that. So it's very meh. And then I've got my health issues that I'm working on, and I am attending a massage on regular basis, so my back is not going to hate me. Basically, I had an accident. Remember, I mentioned that many times. I had an accident. And my back hates me ever since. Parkov says I died last Saturday after 100 hours or something. Oh no. This can be so frustrating, but this is supposed to be natural for Project Zomboid, am I right? And then a survival game, so F for your character, that's the only thing I can say. And let's hope that the next time, this time with this playthrough, it's not going to happen. But I guess that it will happen in the end. It's just a matter of when. I hope that the when is not coming anytime soon. Also, take care of your chickens. And other stuff. And remember to keep a book to read. And avoid fighting zombies. And yeah, try not to die. Generally, try not to die. What a great piece of advice, don't you think? I don't even have to play the game. It's such a golden advice. Don't have to play the game. Try not to die applies to most of the games. But okay, let me assume a few things about Project Zomboid. So maybe, just maybe, you could try to grow a little bit of jelly nut? Yeah, jelly nut fruit, because it looks like brains. And then you could use it as a bait to bait the zombies in Project Zomboid. So you need to grow the jelly nut. Then you bring it in one place in Project Zomboid. All of the zombies are getting there because, you know, brains, and they want to consume it even if these are not the real brains. Oh no, my whole advertisement is going down. Well, it was going to happen anyway. And then, when all of the zombies gather in one place, then what do? Then you make a big boom and all of the zombies are gone. I have watched Game of Thrones. I know how it works. What an amazing piece of unsolicited advice. Want some more? Borb, hey. If you want to join, guys, by the way, if you want to join, the cafe is still open. Just use !join and you will keep rejoining the game. And Zai is here. Hey, Zai. This llama is here, but not here. Okay. I mean, the llamas can be in more than one place, so I understand it. You might be a little bit distracted with things. I get it. You might be streaming as well. I get it. But generally, I hope that you're having a good weekend. Parkov says that they will try not to die. Okay, the attitude is very important. So you almost got there. Almost got there. Just got scratched though, not going well. Tis but a scratch. Remember that. is but a scratch. You will survive it. Just pretend like in every zombie movie. I believe that it is in every zombie movie, or am I imagining things? That you've got the wounds, you know, in game. We're purely discussing the game, right? So we've got the wound. And then you just pretend it's not there. You just pretend that you're going to fight that weird illness that is going to turn you into zombie. That's how that works, right? Right? It never worked out, but you can try. It can work on you. You might be the special one who can reject the zombie sickness, whatever you call it, right? Scratch have a chance to get you infected with the virus, but maybe you are resistant to the virus. All you need to do is to say no. Oh my god, it sounds like real life. It got scary, actually. Oh my god. Okay. Not all of my shortcuts are wiped. Wait, I need to change it. Controls, we're looking for F3, I believe. F3, F4, F5, F2? See, it's all about my face expressions. My face expressions are tied to certain key bindings that I'm really trying to keep separate from anything else, but sometimes it's not helping. Okay, off. I will have to check it later. So I cannot be scared today. Fine. I will try to stay calm and be quiet. Or actually, you have the dish that you mentioned. That's right. Also distributing hacks, even if you cannot see it, Llamas. I know. But you're here. Trust me, you are here. I hope you find a good place to live and a nice job to work and your family stuff ends immediately. That would be Poggies. Oh yes, that would be. Thank you so much. I know that I am not sharing a lot of information, but you know, safety purposes. I am really glad that you are respecting that, guys. At some point, at the very beginning of my streaming adventure, there were definitely a few instances in which there was a little bit of crossing the line with this. But I am so glad that you're here, Llamas, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. That, you know, you're not pushing me about private stuff. Oh, you're eating it right now. Yeah, it's spicy. So, you either need to be resistant to spiciness, or maybe you need some nuclear stomach, just like in Rimworld. That would be a great option. I wish I could have nuclear stomach. On the other hand, the spine. I told you guys, Orcotech spine or Revenant spine. I need it in my life. Immediately. Especially these days. I need it so much. Okay, Llama, something is messed up right there, don't you think? Oh yeah. I think I need to work on the loop as well. Okay, I can see that Humakumash that is being wasted. I see it. But this? I mean, I need to do something with that. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, I've got more spoilage stashed. Oh, no. Okay. Going to do something with this. Llama, don't panic. Don't panic. we will have the chance to do something with that. Also, Llamas, thank you for joining the cafe, even if you don't see it. But when I get some chance to take a break, then, you know, you will be able to see your characters. Wait a minute, what's going on right there? What have I done here in the first place? Oh no, this is not working at all, because this is full, but this is not full. See? I mean, oh no, it wasn't supposed to be like that. Huh. Weird. I mean, I moved all of that smelting and I completely forgot. Llamas, I forgot to move stuff around. I mean, not the first time, but now all of the furnaces are here. They don't have enough of the supplies. And I am wondering what's going on. All of this needs to be moved around. I mean, this is not a huge task. Just a matter of slowly replacing the belts in the way that you're not picking up stuff. This will give me a lot of anxiety. It's not pretty. It's not supposed to be pretty, but it's temporary. Yep. Now I want to get rid of all of that ore. And this doesn't make any sense at all. So we're going to do something like that. Still doesn't make any sense at all, but at least we're moving all of the ore that was already in there, that was waiting, chilling, I don't know, whatever. It was here, unused, no smelting at all. Ridiculous situation. And now we're actually getting to the point in which there is still the old part that is working on making iron bacteria, and I am going to keep it for a moment still. Right now I have to rethink my life choices, seriously. Oh, I've got one little thing to tease you, Llamas. And I don't know if you're willing to play this game or not, but you can try, especially because this video is going to be available on YouTube forever, hopefully, on Twitch only for 14 days, but then you can watch it on YouTube. Try to spot as many long-handed inserters as you can in this playthrough. Because there aren't many. You know that I hate those, and Zai is probably going to call me out on this. There is probably one that you can see already, too. But where I've planted some more, I wonder if you're going to figure that out. Yeah, let me know. Harkle says, how is the new expansion? I'm reading mixed reviews about Odyssey. I purchased it, but still need to get started. Alright, in my opinion, great DLC. And okay, I am hyped over this. I would say I don't know if it's a good comparison, but let's say I started playing RimWorld when Anomaly was released, and I really enjoyed that horror part of the game. That's what I was looking for, that's what I needed. Then I got the rest of the DLCs thanks to one lovely Llama. Thank you once again. And I got familiar with other DLCs. I would say Odyssey is a bit closer to biotech. You know, because you're building that spaceship and you're dealing with mechanoids, obviously. I'd say if you like, or if you tried, or if you wanted to try more like nomadic style colony, then Odyssey is for you. But also I think that it gives you more opportunities to just move around the map faster. So if you are interested in that, go for it. Also, there are more animals, there are more biomes around, so that glow forest, especially the glow forest, is something that I am really interested in. And I hope to visit glow forest at some point. There are giant frogs out there, okay? We need to do it on Wednesday. We need to join. We need to visit the glow forest on Wednesday. That's the idea. I hope I am not going to forget about it. Also, there are additional adjustments to the animals, like the trainable animals have the special skills right now that are very, very useful, especially if you've got Thrombos. Also, there is like at least 50 more animals. I don't remember how many, but it's a huge amount that was added to the existing biomes. But also there are new biomes like Scarlands that are crawling with the mechs, or the glow forest that I mentioned already with giant frogs. I mean, how cool is that? Also, flying across the map, having the opportunity to get the quests when you're having a conversation with the traders. This is amazing. There is a trader guild. You can explore asteroids. So it's not only the planet view, but also there is the orbit view, and you can visit asteroids that are in the orbit of this planet. A great thing. Also, there's a lot of mechanoids, and not necessarily a thing that I'm happy about, but I understand it's important to put more mechs in there. Yes. Even if I hate them. And these are like the basic things that I can mention, like from the top of my head, from the top of my mind, you know, just first thoughts that I got. I am trying to let you know what I remember about this. And what's really cool is the fishing. Because right now, if there is a pond that is not extremely shallow water, you can fish. And what's cool about that is you can find the fish. Well, yes, duh! By fishing, you're training your animal skill, which is amazing, which is something that I was really missing. But what's cool about that is you can fish for weird stuff. And by weird stuff, let's say I fished out one of the version of the stomachs. I'm not sure if that would be a huge spoiler which stomach I have gotten, but it's just fun. It's just fun to see that you're fishing for something and you're hoping to get most of the fish out of that pond. And it's like, wait, I got something weird. It looks like a stomach. That's what Odyssey is. Oh, very important thing, map features. Map features are something that makes the game so much better. When you check the tile, the terrain tab on your tile that you check in the world, then you can see that there are caves or increased geothermal activity or wild plants. Let's say I have visited a tile with wild psychoid plants, and I didn't really have the opportunity to grab a lot of it, but you know, wild plant, you don't have to deal with it yourself, you just grab the thing that grows naturally.
Word
right?
of our community's acclaim
That's
spreads.
Just amazing. And there are caves and there are ponds, and also Thank you for the raid, guys. Thank you, thank you. I would just finish the sentence, please, because I will lose my train of thoughts. We're discussing RimWorld Odyssey, by the way, the newest DLC for RimWorld. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I will mention it later. One of the best things you can do in RimWorld is you can build the whole colony on the water. You can make it like the islands on water, because there are like heavy bridges available as the Odyssey technology. So I would say go for it. Even if it's not for all of this additional stuff, do it for the animals, okay? The animals are amazing. I'm sorry, deranged. I wanted to finish my sentence. Hello and thank you so much for the raid. Let's have a shout out to the ranged, who is a part of Red Circuit Stream Team. Hello, how was your stream? Tell me everything. Also Maggie, hello, and hello everybody who raided with the ranged. I hope that you had a lovely time together. Thank you for thinking about me and raiding me. Thank you for trusting me with your community. If you don't know me, guys, I'm Loreen. I am a talking llama, a variety streamer. Mostly I like to play survival strategy games. That's why we were discussing RimWorld, because I got asked about the DLC, the newest DLC that was released a few months ago. But also I played Frostpunk 1, Frostpunk 2, Darkest Dungeon 1, Darkest Dungeon 2. They are billions. I am planning to play Project Zomboid at some point, hopefully. And Factorio is the best way to unwind. So this is what we do today. It's not my regular day of streaming, but because I am sick and I didn't feel good enough to stream last Thursday, I just wanted to move this stream to make up for it. So we're here today. Thank you so much for your visit. It was fun. What were you playing the ranged? Tell me everything. So how am I doing? I already mentioned that I am a bit sick, so my voice might be a little bit different. There might be coughing. My fiancé is sick as well. So, you know, it's fun and not fun at the same time. But when we're done with this, we will forget about it, right? So it's just a matter of time, hopefully. And now I am just enjoying the time spent in Factorio. I am building the factory on one of the planets from the Space Age DLC, the first DLC for Factorio. We're on the planet where we grow the plants and use the fruits. By developing different technologies, we process those types of fruit into different stuff, and you can go as far as growing bacteria in order to get iron ore. That's what I've done. And I'm starting the real automation of this colony, hopefully. Abby, hello! Good to see you. Have you raided with the ranged? Hey, hey! I was playing Project Silverfish. It's a low poly FPS and it's a lot of fun. Oh, I think I have seen your notification, but I am not sure. So, if it's low poly FPS, I wonder if I could watch it. Huh. See, I can't play FPS games, and I have hard time watching these. Because I'm getting motion sick. But if it's low poly, maybe there is a chance. Very biological base. I mean, yes, you're correct. You are correct. This is my favorite planet. I hope you love Gleba as well. And maybe if you don't, maybe I will try to convince you somehow that it's a beautiful base, like that it's a beautiful planet in general. Look at my first spaghetti. I started from scratch. So whatever I was doing here, I made everything on this planet. It wasn't easy, but I did that. Also, my creatures are peaceful. Just because when I started this base, it was supposed to be Megabase. I was trying to prepare myself for the Space Age DLC. And then I added the DLC on top. So this was my first playthrough with Peaceful Biters, because I wanted to build Megabase. And then it happens that Gliba is peaceful as well. So I could start without any items from the platform, from other planets, and it's amazing. So far, so... I bet the base squelches. I mean, there are so many weird sounds going on right there. The best one is the rain sound. I don't know if you like the rain sound, but this is the only sound that makes me feel relaxed and calm. And cozy in a way. So I hope that you will enjoy that too. Oh, Kellen, hi! The weekend has come to your place as well, finally. See, you got there. I'm so happy to see you again, Kellen. Guys, remember to follow the ranged and wait for it. Wait a second, the ranged. I hope that I will be... Yep, I can copy the link. Because I'm multi-streaming, I will paste your Twitch link to YouTube, just in case if there is anybody watching on YouTube now or in the future. If you would like to check out our lovely raider, then you've got the opportunity. So yeah, a trusty streamer, a trusty variety streamer. I think that I am giving you decent recommendations, guys. So you can trust me at this point, right? Oh, hello, Tony. Welcome on YouTube. I have a question to you. But first, let me read your message. Hello there. I will only be lurking while I play D&D, but it's nice to have time to be here regardless. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that. By the way, can I ask you a question? I am not sure if I can ask, but there is one llama in the community whose name is Tony. And I am just wondering if you're the one or you just found me via YouTube algorithm that nobody understands and is changing all the time. Just like Twitch, by the way. Twitch has changed the way it's counting the people that are joining the stream. Like, they do this all the time. Llamas, that's why it's not worth it to rush for the, Twitch partnership or whatever. The average viewership, it's worth nothing, guys, because with the way that Twitch is counting the viewership, it is so messed up that you shouldn't stress about numbers at all. Yeah, just enjoy streaming. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes, Half. Oh my god, it's you. Oh, so good to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh, I just didn't know if you would like to share your username. That's why I had to ask this way. Oh, lovely. Please say hi to Soul as well and give them the hug if possible. I hope that your cats are okay and the little one is okay. I hope all of your little ones are okay and that you're enjoying your weekend. Oh my god! Wow, what a mess. What happened? Currently fighting with Twitch. I mean, fighting with Twitch. That's something I would do. Of course, it's really bad situation, but sorry, when I think about fighting Twitch, I am ready, guys. I am ready to take out the pool noodle and fight Twitch. This is probably how Twitch would see me as the random streamer on the internet. Oh yeah, but I'm so sorry that you're having a problem with your Twitch account. Damn, that sucks. I hope that you will get this running again. But thank you for finding me again on YouTube. Thank you so much. And I really hope that everything is okay in your household and that you live a happy life and so on. I missed you guys. I missed you and Sol and Rokonar and everybody else. You spotted a sushi belt. Where? Wait. Where is the sushi belt? Everything is sushi if you're brave enough. Let me say this. There are a few places in which I'm mixing a few things around and then I am filtering them out. Yes. 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 Oh, by the way, Tony, I know that you said that you're lurking, so have fun D&D session. If there is Rokonar around and other friends, then feel free to say hi to them if you wouldn't mind. Yeah. Did somebody say sushi? Did somebody say spaghetti, guys? Spaghetti in the first place. That's right. So this is the refined version of my spaghetti. But where do you see a sushi belt? Seriously? This? No, this is just a little bit of Yumako fruit. It's nothing. This is sushi. Ah, nope. Generally, there is a giant loop that you can see right now. It's is that white substance. YouTube? Okay, guys, I'm multi-streaming and I'm trying to be safe around YouTube because you never know about YouTube, right? So, dear YouTube, this is not funny substance. Let's say it's a weird flower or something like that. It's called nutrients. It's nothing bad, okay? So basically I've got this giant loop that makes the nutrients go around the main production that I have right there. I'm trying to expand it, and by expanding it I just build different sections in other places. So all of those nutrients are circulating, and when I can do this, I am trying to filter out all of the spoilage. And this is not working very well because of the low spoilage control. But what I am doing right now is I figured out I could make a spoilage main bus. It's like you have a main bus, let's say on Novice. Don't be fooled by that, by the way. The production is not happening. That's why I've got too much stuff on my belts. There is no iron plates, by the way. So we've got main bus. But think about Gleba. When you think about Gleba, then you need to handle spoilage. And that's why everything is focused on spoilage for now. I need to circulate it in the way that I can reuse it again, make it into nutrients. The nutrients are going to be passed to different biochambers. It seems to work well. And now I am trying to replace all of the yellow belts with the blue belts. Of course, the undergrounds and splitters will have to wait. Unfortunately, it will have to wait. But feels good, man. Yeah. So this is the iron ore production. Mostly, I want to do the same with copper, but today I am trying to figure out how to use Bioflux. And I mean, I already know how to use Bioflux. I have it in my spaghetti, but I need a lot of biolubricant in order to make blue belts, as well as I want to start making biosulfur and going towards the bots. So that's the thing. White yogurt. Huh. Interesting. I haven't thought of it this way, but it's powder. It's powdered version. I don't know. Everything is sushi, right? You said it's a sushi. Tony says, no, I totally understand. It's sweet of you to be so careful. I missed you too. Cats are good. Little one is good. I will indeed hack Saul for you because I will take any excuse to hack him. I mean, this is sweet. This is just sweet. But I know that Saul might have some, pains going on. So I understand that they might not feel good at the moment. That's why I asked if they wouldn't mind. But yes, please say hello to them from me. I will say hi for you, but Rock Honor isn't about for this D&D. I'm listening for now, but we'll end up lurking soon. Yes. Obviously. Hope everything is going good, or as good as it can be for you. Yeah, I've got some back pains, seriously. I lost my job. We've got some family matters going on, but things are good. I mean, with all of the stuff going on, I can't complain, really. All I care about is I am happy that I'm with Laser. That we can get through some difficult times together, no matter what kind of situations are these. So that's the bright side, right? I've learned it from you. You're saying, I mean, it's a saying, but I've heard it from you mostly, on the bright side, and I tend to use it from time to time. So, the bright side. Yeah, we've got the bright side of things. Boo for the main boss. I mean, you do you, guys. You do you, boo. That factory ever turns on, it's going to be crazy. I mean, it worked in the past. It's not rocket science. I mean, actually, it is rocket science, you know what I mean? But, I have absolutely no interest in getting back to Novice. Nobody is going to force me to go back to Novice. Okay, with all due respect to the game creators, I know this game had a long development time. It was in early access for a very long time. But God, for God's sake, this is so boring. So boring color scheme. And I know I wouldn't do it any better. But Jesus, I am so tired of this dull color scheme. Ugh, hate it. Gliba, on the other hand, it's beautiful. It's raining in here. There is a swamp. So many good things. Love it. Love it. Love every bit of it. Yeah. And also all of the wigglies. Right? My homies hate main boss. This factory is better. Artwork. Sushi is best, especially when the belts are mixed. I never tried sushi belts, to be honest. I never did. I'm not playing Factorio as much, or actually I idle quite a lot, so please keep in mind that when you see me playing Factorio, I like to unwind mostly, back in the day, miniature painting streams were my streams to unwind, to have this best type of interaction with you guys. But because my back hates me, long story short, my back hates me. Seriously hates me. I was looking for something else, and Factorio is one of those games, especially with Space Age. I just had to play. But generally, I like mostly survival strategy games, so if you ever stumble upon any of my clips or streams, it's going to be Frostpunk 2, Darkest Dungeon 2, RimWorld. For the last year or so, RimWorld is my true love. I started with Anomaly, and of course right now we've got the Odyssey playthrough. I still hate mechs, I am still scared of them, but I wouldn't change it any other way. If you pollute on Gleba, no one cares. Actually, it's not called pollution. It's called spores. And it attracts the wiggly wigglies. But I've got the peaceful biters, the peaceful creatures for the first time. So I started with the Megabase. Oh, the pollution is big here. Okay, let's hide it. If you close your eyes, then you're not going to see it. It's working this way, right? I was 3 years old and it actually worked this way. I had really tiny hooves back then, but somehow that worked. Anyway. I wanted to build a Megabase for the very first time in my life. I always played with the aggressive biters, so this time I went with peaceful biters, and it translated to Gleba. By the way, I am idling already. Is Rod here? So we got 2 names assigned to the destroyers. One of them is called Todd, that is not with us anymore, but Rod is kind of a princess. Like, their appearance is quite rare. And oh my god, they are here. Rod, say hi. You are on Twitch and YouTube. Say hi to your mom. And tell your mom that we are good. That we're not going to do any harm to this planet. We don't want any trouble with your mom. We already had the trouble with the mechanoids in RimWorld. Apparently we told some yo mechanoid mama joke that made them so angry that they decided to chase us forever. And I don't know, I mean, I don't know how long I am going to live, probably for quite a long time. And what will poor mechs do when all of the humanity disappears? Like, who are they going to chase? That will be very sad. So for now, they have to use the opportunity and chase us, right? Okay. Okay, I was about to make lubricant. Llama, focus for once. I want to make the bots. I could try to get the bots from my platform. It's called Earth. Yes, the Earth is flat in this world. Not necessarily in real life. Not in real life. Please don't believe that. Please. So I have a few things up there, but I never wanted to import it. I mean, the green belts, I would love to use them, but I gave myself that limit. Until I start doing the science, agricultural science, I am not bringing anything to Gleba. I could bring the bots, but I want to make the bots myself. It feels better when you actually earn it, right? They will hunt the next sapient species. I mean, maybe there is a reason to say do not feed the monkeys. If the monkeys get on the higher level of technology, then the mechs might be chasing them. We don't want to do that to monkeys, right? We don't want for the mechs to chase them. That's reasonable to not feed the monkey. Okay, got it. Hey, Kenny. Good to see you. Oh, you can join the cafe. And also, please hug Bells. Big hug for Bells. Bells is an angel, alright? Wait a minute, Llamas. Wait a minute. I am trying to focus on what should I do next. Because Bioflux. I am trying to actually get some stuff done. Bioflux processing. This is the main goal for today. And Migath is here. Hey, Migath. Oh, you can join as a ship. Definitely join as a ship. As a ship. Join the ship as a ship. I bought a cheap ship. I still have no idea if I am pronouncing this correctly. Probably not, but whatever. Okay, so I am trying to get biosulfur, and we've got rocket fuel from jelly. We need bioplastic, biosulfur, we've got biolubricant, and this was great. Because I already got this done. Not the best solution that all of those biochambers have to wait, but none of this jelly, at least from the production in this area, none of it is wasted. And that's something that I care about. You kind of starve the production on the higher levels, so you're getting less spoilage. That's something that I wanted to get. And also there is some kind of nutrient sloop, but I wouldn't call it nutrient sloop necessarily. Searching the machine that farts. Do you think that this is the task that we can assign to monkeys by any chance? I wonder. Kenny says I was only supposed to work a half day today, but someone called out. So I missed out on birthday lunch with my father-in-law. Oh no. I hope that the father-in-law likes you and they know that your work situation is, you know, it's quite difficult, I would say. And you can't really say no. Because you don't have enough of the employees, right? So I hope that he understands that you would definitely spend time with him if you could. Because it's not an excuse, it's like... It was the real situation going on, and I hope it's going to change soon, when you get more employees. Wait, guys, let me think. How many biochambers do I have? I don't have any biochambers again. We go hunting. Oh, I love hunting in this game. I mean, first, we save the game. Because I do silly stuff. Okay. Then, we look for the egg raft that is not protected by anything. I barely have any weapons. This is like peaceful run. I barely have any weapons. But it's okay, Llama. It's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. You cannot be scared. Oh, hey! Oh, look at them. So nice and friendly. Oh, so cute. Father-in-law understands. That's a relief, Kenny. That's a relief. I hope that this situation will change soon for the better. when you get more of the manpower. Because that kind of sucks. You need to take care of your own health as well, Kenny. And you can't even get sick. Of course, I'm talking about getting sick by accident, not on purpose. It's just, you know, everybody relies on you so much, but you have your own matters to attend, right? I hope that your boss understands it and they are not going to push you too much into overworking. Oh, hey! Oh, look! Oh, small stomper! Oh, look, it's so small! Oh, oh, it's so cute! Love them. When they don't do anything to you, they are so sweet and cute. In other cases as well, you know. I'm looking for the Agrafts. I'm looking for like a single red dot on the map. And I have to go further and further and further. And further and further. Also, don't you love this kind of pattern on the water? You get this kind of, like you spill the gasoline or something like that, and you have those, like, colorful marbling effects? I don't know how to call it. This is a small stomper. But that stomper was smaller stomper, the other one that we've seen. Anyway, I can't attack that egg raft, but I hope I am getting closer. You don't want to attack around stompers. Oh, yep, there is a small raft. I mean, this should be it, but I don't know if I am too close or not. So, Llamas, it's being scared mode, and for God's sake, I need to check that damn option, because it makes me so annoyed. Wait for it, let me hide my face. Because I am getting really annoyed over that. What kind of key binding do I have? F3. Done. I can be scared from now on. Awesome. I mean, you need that from time to time, right? You need to get scared from time to time. Yes, I'm back. Oh, yeah. Alright, Llamas. I mean, we're gonna run in. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Yeah. Okay, have I picked those up? Ah, only one egg? Hey, I put so much effort into this. Come on, this is not fair. Run, Llama, run. Wait, this is not fair. Only one egg. I mean, there is like a variation that you can get one egg up to 2 or 3. And I could only one egg. Silly, so silly. Okay, we need to go further. See, this is the area that I haven't visited yet. I'm going as far as I can. Get those eggs. Maybe I will stumble upon bigger stompers. Hope not. Oh. That's a lot of them. That's a lot. Ah, medium stompers. Okay. This is the farther away land. And all of those strafers. Have I mentioned I'm not a huge fan of spiders? And many leggy things? It could be a little bit too far to look for the single lone egg rafts. It could be a little bit too far. I get it. You know, stay quiet, Llama. Stay quiet. You'll find something. Or not necessarily. Or you will find another giant body of water that you don't care about for now. Yeah. Spoken like a true polluting engineer, you love the colors of spilling gasoline in water. I mean, this is not good for the environment. Don't try this at home. It's just sometimes, at least back in the day, in the 90s, when I was a young llama, I have seen a few of the gasoline spills. And they made really pretty puddles. I knew that it's not good for the environment. But they look pretty. I mean, color-wise, they are pretty okay. I think... Yes! Llamas! Wow, we've got 2 egg rafts! Oh my god. Okay. Focus. Focus! I don't want to kill those. I couldn't care less. I've got 4 of these, but okay. We get one more. One more. Ah, okay. I am out of weapons and other stuff. Okay. 7 eggs! Go! You don't like spiders? I don't like spiders. I like watching, let's say, YouTube videos and watching the videos with spiders. I don't mind that at all. But getting close to any spider is less comfortable to me. But ironically, there is a thing that I am afraid of, while I shouldn't be, and I'm scared of it more than I'm scared of spiders. And you wouldn't believe what that stuff is. Because I know, it's a bit ridiculous, but I believe that I mentioned this story already. When I was in a very early stages of relationship with Laser, I think that it's been a month of our relationship, barely a month, I think. And we were living in one place. Long story. Anyway, I was trying to let Laser know that I am, well, you know, like a very strong, independent woman, and that I am not afraid of anything. There's nothing that can scare me. Meanwhile, we got a moth in the place that we were renting. A moth, a literal moth. Yeah, that, you know, that butterfly that is active during the night. Yeah, that one that loves the light. That one, you know, I don't enjoy the fact that they're a little bit like fuzzy, like furry, like, ew, it's awful. I'm sorry. I am in moth Reddit. I love looking at them as the pictures. I dislike them in real life when I would have to deal with them. I just don't want to touch them. They are weird to me, okay? And I had to ask Laser for help. And I was like, okay, Laser, I know that you could possibly consider me a very independent woman, but I actually need your help because there are many things that you don't know about me, and one of it is that I am actually scared of the moths. Can you do something with the one in my room? And Laser was like, okay. And he took it, like, with his hands, And he was very careful about it, of course. And he was like, oh, look, this is such a beautiful moth. And all I could say was, please, 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 please take this thing away from me. So, yeah. The very early stage of relationship, and I already dropped the mask. And I had to admit that I am not comfortable around moths. Like, it's not like a huge panic or anything, but I feel very uncomfortable with them just flying uncontrollably, being attracted to light, being so, fuzzy, and I wouldn't like to touch them in any way. Ugh. Or for them to touch me while flying uncontrollably. It's just something that makes me uncomfortable. Yeah. Fun times. I wonder if Laser remembers this story. Okay, he just smiled. He's very how to say this? He's very diplomatic about it. Let's put it this way. And then it's been quite a few years. I am still uncomfortable around moths, and I love looking at the pictures of the moths. It's, not the way you think, but it's just feeling weird about them in general. I don't know if it's ever going to stop, but I don't necessarily want to use any exposure therapy or anything like that. Alright, I would just prefer to stay away from them. Alright, we lack landfill. The stone amount that I got, I know it's not much. I know I could get a better electric drill, but it's the rule that I don't want to break. Until I get to the science park from Gliba, until I get to the agricultural science pack and actually start using this science, then I am able to get stuff from the other planets, from the platforms and so on. But before that happens, I am not getting anything from other planets. And it's worth it to have this little limit. Right, I think that I will need more circuits soon. Yeah, 2 biochambers, very nice. Okay, process those eggs. I was running around enough for those eggs to be stolen, so we need to produce as many as we can. By the way, now we've got a really, really, really nice flow of the iron plates. See? Growing that bacteria actually paid off. I wish I wouldn't grow bacteria in real life and wouldn't be sick. The ranged says, I'm not a huge fan of spiders, but I think jumping spiders are cute. Oh yes, they are. They are waving with their tiny little legs. I'm sorry, I cannot call it in my native language, and it would be much more difficult in English. But yeah, they have those tiny, tiny legs and sweet little things. There is a very nice Reddit for jumping spiders as well. I am part of it too. Just, checking out the pictures from time to time. I'm not planning to get a jumping spider. Maggie says, I love moths for the fuzzy. I mean, I understand. I totally understand. That's something that makes me feel weird about it. That puts me off. I understand you might love them the way they are. They are beautiful. On pictures. On pictures and in real life, you are free to catch any moth that is around me and release it in safe environments without harming it, of course. Yeah, you have the right to take it away from me. Proper moths are beautiful like butterflies, not those horrible small silverfish ones. Maybe. Deranged. Let's start a conspiracy theory out there, okay? What if the horrible small silverfish moths were the product of a mutation of a failed Project Silverfish that you played on today's stream, huh? What if they accidentally contributed to this problem? I found it amazing how spiders fly, Borb says. Flying spiders is a huge nope for many people. Myself included. So, what do you mean exactly, Borb? If you wouldn't mind explaining, of course. I must wait. I mean, let it cook. I don't know, whatever is happening out there, it's cooking. But I feel I got bamboozled. Wait a minute. I had 7 eggs. Oh, alright. The bonus production... You get additional 1 every 2 productions. Okay. Okay, never mind. Borb says they climb on a high spot and wait for a good wind. When they jump, hoop a string of silk and use it as a sail. And Deranged says, I heard that some spiders can fly by spinning up a thread which the wind catches, or it's electrostatically captured and floats or flies around. Flying spiders are a huge no-no, no matter how big or small the spiders are. I hope that nobody suffering from arachnophobia is out there watching this stream, because I didn't think of any disclaimer before we got into this conversation. I'm sorry in advance. Also, I'm idling way too much, and I was supposed to replace transport belts. Get the biochambers. Oh yes, get the biochambers. See? I'm forgetting things. I mean, this is new. Right? This never happened before. Biolubricant. Llama, focus for once. We've got biolubricant. Not a big production, but it's something. What if I could bring the other production? Because there is so much of jelly that can be wasted so easily. And also the fruit is being wasted. Probably I will deal with it later. Anyway. Okay. Technology tree. If you don't know what to do, refer to the technology tree. And in this case, Bioflux processing. This is the part. Spoilage and Bioflux. And Llama and Bioflux. It's not the part where I want to make it. I think that the plan was... Llamas, what a nice surprise. Actually, last stream, it looks like I have done something decent. Look at this. I was just looking around randomly and I have noticed that I already have the biochambers making biolubricant. And I've got the place in which it is stored, so the production can run. But also, I've got very basic production of the biosulfur. Oh my god, I already done this. What was I supposed to do on today's stream? Only took me like 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours to figure that out. But I mean, better late than never. Or better Nate, right? You know this, Llamas. Big F's in the chat. If you know, you know. No spoilers though. Alright, so the Bioflux in here. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. That's the kind of bad part, that I clogged the Bioflux. I can do it slightly different way, but I'm not sure if... Okay, that will be a little bit silly, but it will help me to get rid of the spoilage. So instead of output priority to the right, we will put it into the left. So Bioflux should flow on the right side, and this way the spoilage is going to flow the right way. So the Bioflux... Now there is a chance that the Bioflux will never be picked up, so the input priority on the left... let's see if that's gonna work. Now we're not getting any spoilage. Okay. What about Bioflux? What about Bioflux? I should have exchanged... That was not needed in the first place. Llamas, bear with me. This Bioflux could be wasted anyway. Let's change things around. Not the Bioflux, but the spoilage. Of course, the spoilage of any quality. We're not very picky about this. We want any quality of spoilage. And here I am going to use the Bioflux of any quality, of course. And that's it, Llamas. Now that makes sense. That makes actual sense. And maybe I was supposed to do it much faster. So we're stealing a bit of spoilage. It ain't much, but it's an honest work. If there is any spoilage on the Bioflux part, we can get it as well. Yeah, now we need to get enough of the spoilage for this, or it's just going to be circulating, like whatever. Whatever. If it works, it works. I am not going to ask any more questions, but I should do very similar thing again. So save the game because I have stolen a few eggs, remember? We've got this done. And the biosulfur is needed for batteries. So let's look through the recipes and see if there is anything going on. Okay, it's just sulfur, there is nothing else? No hidden... No, apparently, nope. There is agricultural science pack. That is made with Bioflux. No, wait. No, wait, you need what? Pentapod eggs? No way, I'm not growing these. Ew. Ew. Okay, I will have to rethink my life choices. I just thought that for a moment it's the condition to craft 100 Bioflux to get that unlocked. Whatever. Okay, so Biosulfur is needed for the bots. And in order to make bots, you need flying robot frames, which are based on batteries and electric engine units. Electric engine units need lubricant, so all of it gets tied together. I never remember the recipes. I have to check them out on regular basis. But flying robot frame is not enough. I prefer logistic bots in the first place. I don't necessarily want construction bots. Advanced circuits. Oh yes, this is where we get the bioplastic. But the bioplastic needs Llama fruit and Bioflux. If I wouldn't care about iron ore that much, this would be Llama fruit production, because this is pretty much the same thing. And of course, this biochamber was added here temporarily. This is squeezed in temporarily. I am trying to space out things. Okay. Okay, I mean, it's not bad, but the Bioflux there is no Bioflux production anymore. What's going on? The brains are not growing? The brains are not growing. I mean, I'm not surprised why the brains are not growing. Maybe because all of the seeds are out there, right? But before I do that, I need to get rid of spoilage. In some nasty way, like whatever way. Somebody take this away from me. I always have way too much of the spoilage. It's not good for you. I mean, I'm not a fridge cosplay to actually hold that much of the spoilage, okay? Good for you. Take all of the spoilage as you can. That's right. In this case, yes, please. More spoilage for you. You're welcome. Of course, I am going to clog any other spots, but I couldn't care less about it right now. Caledorn! Hey! Good to see you. It's been a while. How have you been? I hope that you're alright. Also, happy weekend to you. Caledorn says I'm not surprised by why all the brains are not growing. I mean, I can explain this alright. I can explain. It's, these are not the real brains. Exactly what I expected to hear as the very first thing when I opened the stream. Maybe not, but I mean, at least I'm not surprised. What are you implying by this? Excuse me. Oh, good to see you. Just good to see you. Llamas, we've got another member of Red Circuit Stream Team in the chat. And you know what we do when there is another Red Circuit streamer in the chat? We are giving them a shout out. And as I said before, guys, I believe that I give you very good recommendations, and that Caledorn will be a great choice, a great streamer to visit. So let me just wait a second. If there is anybody watching on YouTube, then I'm going to copy and paste the link if you would like to watch them. on Twitch. And I'm pretty sure that you will find their YouTube link out there. Anyway, if you're on Twitch right now, there is this little notification that you can quickly follow by clicking the heart button. You know how that works, right? Please do that. Please do. Keldorn is a variety streamer as well. When I visited them for the first time, I believe, I think that they were playing Satisfactory. So, you know, any building engineering type of games. Keldorn is the one that you would definitely want. Shh. Oh, we've got way too many seeds, by the way. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, speaking of deer, you actually mentioned toes. Sure, you can explain. Little bit of heresy, toes, etc. Yes. That works perfectly. I mean, if this is something that never convinced you, then I strongly believe that my Llama lawyer is going to contact you and explain it to you. Of course, I'm just joking, alright? Don't take it very seriously. Same with brains. I have no idea where did those brains come from. Maybe it's the RimWorld part of me. Who knows? I'm doing okay. Thank you, Caledorn says. How about you, Miss a little bit of heretical Llama? Just a tiny bit. A little bit of heresy never killed anyone. Don't mention it to the Warhammer fans, right? I mean, my health is trash lately, so I am in a mood to complain a little bit today. But generally, life is good. As much as it can be, it's good. Thank you for asking. I'm even getting back into YouTube and Twitch these days. Dropped my first YouTube video in a good while a few days ago. And I'm in Yubi's creator program and have received early access to Anno 117. So that will be on YouTube, and considering that for Twitch too. And 2 more games that I cannot talk about, NDA, etc. Oh, NDAs, I love them, right? Of course I'm being sarcastic about it. Okay, I understand new game releases and so on. I get it. But damn, when I hear the NDA, then let's say my PTSD is triggering, alright? Heresy detected, that's right, Borb, and heresy is appreciated here. Yeah, I am known as just a tiny bit of heretic, just tiny bit, tiny bit. Llamas, something is not working out there. Oh, the brains are not growing. Yeah, I mentioned the brains, and then Caledorn joins, and I was wondering... Wait, low power. Wait! It's the low power. SMH. What have I added to actually strain the electric network like this? Llama, what have you done again? Okay, the investigation begins. That's my favorite part. Something is breaking. I have no idea why. Let me guess. The fuel. No! The fuel is full. Is it the amount of steam? Damn, there is not enough steam. It's weird because I played this game through Steam. But apparently we need to add another boiler. Why not? It's nothing. You should have seen the Yubi NDA. That was a few pages long, but now I can at least tell people I am playing Anno 117 and that content will be released in. Alright, good luck with that, and I hope that you enjoy the game. Like, genuinely enjoy the game. Because that's the most important part, no matter if you've got any NDA or not. Okay, that was just a little boom. Don't worry about it, guys. Like, everything can be fixed. Shh. Oh, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Okay. Thought that I actually destroyed the bells, but no, I didn't. These are just little explosives. It was controlled. Like, the situation was under control. Not allowed to say if I enjoy it, NDAs are amusing that way. SMH. SMH. I mean, I'm glad that you got that kind of partnership opportunity. Yes, I am happy for you in this case, but every time when I think of the NDAs, oh, also I remember what they have done to Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Sorry, sorry. When I don't like something about the game studio, I am definitely going to mention that. And probably I will never get any partnership with any company. Not like I care about this at the moment. Because I don't. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear. No, wait. Let me focus for a second. For a second. That hurts my soul. But it's okay. What do we need? We need the inserter. Yes. That is not ghost, by the way. I tend to place ghosts and then I do not see them as the ghosts. And then I wonder, hey, what's wrong with this part? It should work, and I hover over some. Oh, it's a ghost. What do you mean that you did the ranged? Is it related to NDAs or something else? I have lost my train of thought for now. So please do not hesitate to remind me of stuff. Well, I can say that Yubi is not among my favorites out there. Yeah, very diplomatic answer. Very, very diplomatic. Hello, Achilles fam. Good to see you. Welcome on YouTube. Do I have bots? Not yet, but I am working on that. This playthrough is based on starting from scratch on Gleba. Nothing is allowed to be imported from platforms, other planets, until I get to the Gleba science. So I'm working on the bots myself. I've got the biosulfur, I've got biolubricant, and I have to work on bioplastic, but right now my brains are not growing, so I have to work on the electricity. I don't produce enough steam to make electricity. Low power situation going on. No, not anymore. Okay, good. Good for you, Llama. Good for you. But I could use another boiler, by the way. Another. I'm having hard time focusing today. Also, I know that, let's say, I could use big mining drills. I could bring them from Vulcanus, but I am not planning to. Not yet. So, starting things was a little bit messy, but I have tons of fun with it. I was wondering how you didn't have bots in Gleba. That's because I wanted to start the hard way, and you know what? That was a great idea. But because I started this playthrough way before the space age, and I tried to build a megabase, then this is why I've got peaceful creatures. So that was not planned, that was an accident. Let's add one more. I mean, one more to the queue. So So it's a bit messy, but spaghetti is what I love out there. So if you love spaghetti too, then you're in the right place. If you're not a huge fan of spaghetti, then you might get a heart attack. Of course, metaphorically, I hope. Metaphorically. Just joking out there. And speaking of the spaghetti, look at this. This was my first version of how Glibo works. What am I supposed to do with all of that fruit, with all of that product? How do I make the bioplastic? How do I make the iron ore? Yeah, love it. I wouldn't do it any other way. Oh, Maggie, thank you so much for following. And thank you for raiding with the ranged. And Achilles, welcome on Twitch this time. I am multi-streaming, yes. Because mostly Twitch is my main platform, but I got the permission from Twitch, right? The affiliates got the permission from Twitch to multi-stream, and I am doing that. I am not sure how YouTube works, but, you know, getting there, hopefully. Maggie, I am so glad that you followed, even if I'm a little bit scared of mods, and I get it, that you might not like it, not necessarily. But I appreciate that you're here. Right, burn that stuff. Generate that steam. Should be okay for a while. Whatever. Now, having enough of energy, let the brains flow. They float. They all float down there. Right, take those brains out. Yep. These are artificial brains. But, you know, they would still work great as a fake bait on the zombies. Yeah, we already discussed it. The Project Zomboid. You should take the fake brains from Factorio, from Gliba, and put it in one place in Project Zomboid to attract all of the zombies into one spot. And when you attract all of them in one spot, then you make a big boom and all of them disappear at once. I have watched Game of Thrones. I know how that works. You wouldn't hold that against me, thank you. Oh. Alright. Oh, by the way, this is still kind of new situation to me. When somebody finds me on YouTube and then you transfer to Twitch. I mean, whichever platform you use for your convenience, I don't mind. But it's a good thing to remember that mostly I focus on Twitch for live experience. The videos are available for 14 days after I streamed it. But because I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, they're going to be available, you know, permanently. So my point is, I mean, you know, I hate doing this. And if I ever release any video which I'm working on, then I don't want to ever mention this on any video, but right now I kinda have to say, you know, please like and subscribe and so on. Yeah, so if you wouldn't mind subscribing there on YouTube as well, then at least you will see a lot of past streams that I cannot keep on Twitch anymore because Twitch added some really weird limits on the past streams and they had to archive over 3,800 hours. Yes, 3,800 hours of my past streams. Out of over 5k because I checked it. day. Thanks to Harkovs, I believe. So, you know, it's just easier to find the past streams if you're interested in something on YouTube. Whether I like it or not. No, I should get rid of those seeds the other way. Llama, you tend to forget that stuff. What's wrong with you? I am a little bit sick, so I'm getting even more distracted than usual. And yes, it is possible, so please keep that in mind. Please be patient with me. My fiancé is sick. I am sick. And it's very mad. So thank you guys for being patient with me, basically. Harkov says, I like your elaborate plan for Project Zomboid and using brains. However, a car horn works just as well. So wait. Car horn can actually attract zombies, okay. But isn't that a little bit more difficult to attract the like... Okay, you attract the zombies and then what? Because as far as I'm concerned... But I am not a Project Zomboid player. I have this game on my wishlist for a long time. Still wondering, when should I buy it? Should I wait for a bigger sale or not? And whatever. But I think that it was quite difficult to make the car running, right? If you've got the car running, then, I mean, it's obvious. It's like GTA, but with zombies. GTA meets zombie situation, zombie apocalypse. That's okay. But I'm just wondering, like, do you need to gain enough of the speed to actually hit the zombies? I've got questions. You can find working cars. Okay. But you can't drive fast enough to actually, well, you know, to make a mashed zombies dish, right? Mashed zombies, interesting. I mean, whatever works for you, as long as you're trying not to die and you're trying not to get infected, unless you're one of the characters in the zombie movie or TV series or something, in which you got that scratch or you got that bite and you believe that you are the one who will resist that sickness and it never works out. I'm the same, no worries. You're sick too, Maggie? Is that what we're talking about right now? Sometimes I will lose my train of thought. Sorry in advance. But it happens to me. Quite a lot actually, but I'm working on that. I know how to work on that. It's just a long process, very long one. Okay, Lames, I know that replacing the belts is taking a long time, but it's worth it. Oh, apologizing for being distracted. Okay, thanks for the reminder. You asked us not to judge. Yeah. I mean, I know that you judge anyway. I mean... Blaming the streamer, I know, you know the rules and so do I. We know that blaming the streamer is a fun part of the stream. I mean, I know. I'm guilty of it as well when I am watching somebody else stream. I know. Judging silently is quite natural, isn't it? Oh, Oh dear, even the Bioflux is not flowing. Okay, let's get back to the root of the issue. I guess it's literally loot. It's literally Words are hard today. It's literally root of the issue. The brains are not working. I mean, the brains are flowing slightly better now. Good for you, brains. But is this the direct cause of the lack of bioflux? Or is there something else? Because the bioflux production, this is a spaghetti. It goes the very long way. Good for me that bioflux has got this long expiration date. You've got about an hour or even 2 hours, I think, for bioflux to turn into spoilage, to spoil. 2 hours, yes, that's right. I remembered something. In Factorio, okay, I will take that. So it goes a really, really long way, and without the brains... No, the brains are flowing. At least, yeah. There is just a less priority on the brains on the better side. Let's put it this way, but still, if we're kind of starving the production, as I mentioned that before, starving the production on the later stages of production, that's something that I wanted. So it's not bad, it's just accidental. Literally, Lou. Actually, Caledorn, I was saying literally loot. And I wanted to say literally root of the problem. Because, you know what? How do you figure that out? Think for a second, guys. How do you figure that out? That the brains are not growing? In order to check if the brains are not growing, you need to get to the roof. Get to the roof. Oh my god. Words. I was trying to make a joke. That joke gods are not merciful today. When the plants are not giving you the fruit, you need to get to the root of the problem. That's what I wanted to say. Well, I tried. I like to blame chat. Maggie, I try to avoid doing this, but I understand. So I assume that you're a streamer as well. So nice to meet you. Once again, Maggie, and thank you for follow. Brain's not growing. Very easy for me to figure out. I just tune into the mind control tentacle of the brain in question. And I do the evaluation of the brain. Actually, you don't really need to do any evaluation. It's about squishiness. All you need to do is to poke your finger into the brain, and it needs to make this sound like... And when it makes that sound, it means that it's squishy. When it's squishy, it means it's fresh. If it's fresh, it will most likely attract the zombies. Not fun situation to be in, but Harkov's already got their situation figured out, and they are just going to use the car. Like in Project Zomboid, of course. We're talking about games all the time. I wonder if I ever get monetized on YouTube, or if I can ever get banned for saying silly things like that as a joke, obvious a joke, on YouTube. I have heard they are extremely strict about this. And Twitch gives you a little bit more of the... Of what? Of, flexibility? Yeah, okay. I need to focus on the game. Yeah, I'm a nice llama. I grow the brains are coming from the natural sources. No humans or other creatures have been harmed during the making of this stream, obviously. Alright, I got the biochamber. We need to work on the bioplastic, but I don't like it. We need Bioflux for this. This is the previous production of the bioplastic. We don't necessarily need that many nutrients. What if I cut it out? But then I will have to add another biochamber that I removed from this area because I thought that I am so smart. And now I need to think about it. Have I made the good choice in the first place? I don't think so. Curses. Sometimes, even if the production is bad, it's worth it to keep it. I've got a few chests. Okay, maybe I will try to skip that part and just start producing the circuits, red circuits. Well, I don't even have basic assembling machines, but I'm working on this. Also, I need to get rid of the excess spoilage. I am very desperate about this, if you ask me. Just want to get rid of this like one little thing at a time. I am trying to filter out the spoilage at any stage. That's why I've got all of that spoilage buzz to try to control the spoilage and have an input from the output and have an output where I should have the input. I mean, I'm sure that you understand. You can see the flow one way and the other. Best Project Zomboid tip, in my opinion, Harkov says, is to not forget to watch TV in the first days. I've heard that you can get some decent news that you can use to your advantage. Well, I mean, zombies are probably stupid enough that they don't understand what's happening on the TV, so yeah, I get it. Do you get any information about useful locations or something like that? I'm just asking out loud, like asking for a friend, if that friend would like to play this game at some point one day. Just saying. I just don't know when I am going to grab this game. Copper cable and electronic circuits. I'm not even making the electronic circuit. I'm not even making copper. Okay, back to basics. Make copper. Ew. That was supposed to be copper production, by the way, because the overall concept was, if I've got Yumako fruit in the northern part from the spawn point, I've got the jelly nut in the southern part from the spawn point, then I will try to... There is a spawn point that I marked right there. There should be spoilage loop somewhere in the middle, or spoilage bus with spoilage loop that I am planning to get rid of. And then the northern part should be related to the Yumako fruit processing, and the southern part from the spoilage bus should be related to the jelly nut production. Like, it feels natural to me, and I've made so much of the spaghetti that it stops working the way I want it. I'm not extremely happy about this. By the way, in this case, let's filter out the bacteria. Of any quality, of course. We accept any quality. To the left, that's right. the bacteria is going to circulate all the time. And once it spoils, actually this is the type of spoilage that we want the most, then it's going to go further. So that's what I wanted, for that bacteria to kind of have the time to spoil. Oh, you can level skills watching TV, cooking shows, carpentry shows, etc. Okay. Yeah, there are quite a few skills that you can level up. That's something I have heard of. And cooking is definitely good for you, so you're not suffering from food poisoning or anything else. It's a good skill to have in real life too. And in dream world, by the way. I'm just trying to figure out how to add the Yumako fruit. Okay. Llamas, I give up. I have to copy this. And paste it below. I don't have space for this. I know. I was supposed to have a lot of space. Meanwhile. I'm not salty about it. I'm not salty. I'm not salty. I'm not salty. Not salty at all. I brought this to myself. Okay, Llama. It's okay. Oh, there is a swamp. I cannot use landfill as much. Ooh, that's a problem. Big problem. I mean, it can be far southern part, right? Well, I don't want to get rid of this part of the production. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. This is not the perfect production. I could use some of it to replace it. This could be Yumako fruit already. I don't need much in the first place. Or maybe I will just spaghetti stuff in, but still. See, there is this big deal about making the main bus anyway, because my plan was to have some kind of maybe T structure, that we've got this spoilage bus, and then we've got the main bus, just like on Novice. Just like what have you seen on the map of Novice. So I could just naturally go south with it, just like with this belt. But then I thought of going from west to east with the main bus. But there are so many of the, wetlands that I can't really landfill everything. And that will be a big deal. So I'm not sure what to do at this point. And I thought I have a great plan. It doesn't seem to work the way I wanted, the way I intended. I am quite disappointed with that. Okay. But I've got the blueprint. I can paste it. I can try to do something about it. There is nothing that cannot be fixed in Factorio. There is nothing that cannot be moved. And that's something that brought me to Factorio in the first place. Not giving up on this map. Because I love it. I would have to move stuff that I already placed here. I'm not happy about it. I'm very unhappy about it. Oh no, I'm very unhappy about it. But maybe I will find a spot. Come on, this is something that works. By the way, I'm not making cliff explosives anywhere. I'm not bringing it here until, until I get the full setup here. That's this kind of limit, this kind of challenge that I made for myself. Also, no other blueprints are allowed than the, the blueprint book, because I don't remember placing all of these other than hourglass. So like 4 to 4 belts, balancer. The others I just need to refer to the book. Alright, llamas, there is absolutely no way for me to avoid it, but still, this needs to be landfilled. Possibly. Let's see if I can landfill it. This is accidental thing on the to-do list, but this is not the first thing. It's Factorio after all. What do we have here? What kind of land we have here? This is messy even for me. Or maybe I will just look for copper stromatolites and I will try to just fake it for now, just to get enough to make red circuits. Red circuits are the way to obtain bots. And I could really use a few bots. Even if it's just a few logistic ones, I don't care about construction ones, whatever. I can go around build stuff on my own, but logistic bots would be great. Alright, we've got copper ore. We don't have the furnaces, but everything will be done when it's done. It's as easy as it can get. Right? But I think that with bots, this base can actually thrive, like for real. Of course, I would prefer for most cases to just use the belts, but there are some crucial parts in which I really see the point in using bots. Are we producing stuff? Not yet. Not yet. Working on steel plates. Working on advanced circuits. What do we need? Plastic, copper, circuits. Oh, I wanted to make electronic circuits in the first place. Change your mind, Llama. At least this is kind of little mall kind of situation, but most of the stuff is being done manually. Unfortunately, even if it's automation game, I tend to do a lot of manual work. Oh, I had electric furnace out there. Llama, can you focus for a second? Would make your life so much easier. Copper cable. I think that I can throw things in between. I need to admit that I'm quite decent at squishing things in between each other. So whatever spaghetti I need to make, then there is a high chance that I can make that stuff work. It's decent. Until I have to dismantle it and find better solution, but in most cases, I mean, yeah. This is going to be copper cable production. Now, copper cable feeds the assembling machine with electronic circuits, and then we want to get advanced circuits. What was the recipe again? Copper cable and electronic circuits. Good news, this is just spongy thingy. Not the explosive thingy. So it's easier. We do this and that, and it should work. It's a very weird situation to be in the first place. I need both of these ingredients in order to make red circuits. Of course, I need plastic, but plastic will have to be fed kind of manually anyway. I don't have any real production of the bioplastic anymore. Not like I had any in the first place. So we're doing this. Temporary solutions make the best permanent solution. And I can already see that I need to use the solution that I dislike a lot, which is long-handed inserter. If you're going to watch this ever, then probably this is the moment where you should be proud of yourself that I forced myself to put another long-handed inserter. I hope that you're slightly proud of me. I mean slightly. Okay, we've got this. And that. And almost there. Almost there. We just need to use one power pole. Yes, one power pole is enough, and it's a small one. Yes, we didn't get to the medium ones. The problem is the medium ones are a little bit expensive right now, but I'm trying to work on it. Trying to get there. Actually, 2 power poles. Now, plastic. I forgot about plastic. And I am going to struggle a bit with plastic. What if I am going to throw the nutrients out of spoilage, like anywhere? Nutrients from Yumako mash? Ooh. But I mean, there is a chance to get Yumako mash? No, there is no chance to get Yumako mash. I could take that biochamber and replace it with something else. That's a good option. But actually, the biochambers, to allow them to cook, they say no pizza. Speaking of pizza, the cafe is still open, and I think I will launch it soon because I would like to take a short break, stretch a little bit, maybe to look for some snack. I can't ignore that, after all. Ignoring the breaks is something that the streamer... is the worst thing that the streamer can do to themselves, right? And those of you who are streamers, you can probably agree with me. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of the excess spoilage. How to squeeze more spoilage in... I mean, anywhere. I don't care. I just want to get rid of it. Because it takes up so much of the space that I can't handle it. Alright, this is where I'm going to feed the copper ore machine. Okay, good for me. But I was supposed to do what? Copper cable out there. We've got enough electronic circuits. Plastic, of course, plastic. Even if it's only wooden chest, whatever. But now my inventory is going to be even more overwhelmed by all of this stuff, but it's needed. But we can replace it with steel chest, alright. Could be worse. Nice. Now the output of this. It ain't much, but it's an honest work. It's easy to forget to take a break, that's right. And I am guilty of it. Oh, I am so guilty of it. by the way, Maggie, let me check you out later. Right. The output is not even half decent. It's more like half-assed production, but you know, it is what it is. I can't ask myself of too much, right? I just need to be patient, especially because this is Gliba from scratch. One chest. Well, we can burn the spoilage. Whatever. Two more plates. Sure, very kind of you. I don't stream often. I mean, you're welcome in the first place. And I hope that I will be able to catch your stream, even if you're not streaming very often. Hoping to get into Factorio at some point. There is a high chance that when you finally get into Factorio, when you finally start playing the game, it doesn't matter if you're going to stream it or not, then... Let me say this. Let's assume that you're going to play Factorio now. Then, see you in the next 2 weeks, because you won't be able to stop playing it. And I don't have that many hours in Factorio. I am over 1K. And there are many streamers or people in Factorio community that have many thousands of hours. I have only 1K. And it doesn't help that I got RimWorld a year ago and I already got past 1600 hours in RimWorld. Factorio isn't my absolute favorite game, but it definitely gives you this little bits of satisfaction here and there when you fix something, when you make something work. Just don't stress about it. And it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be a really fun experience. But if I could recommend you something, I don't know if you have tried Factorio before or not. You can play demo. Demo is available on Steam, I believe, as well as on the main page, like the Factorio page, so you can download demo from there. And just check if you like the gameplay so far. I'm not sure if you're past this or not, but then when you finally decide to get Factorio, then I mean see you in the next 2 weeks, as I mentioned before. But the point is, I would strongly recommend you to play the base game first and launch the rocket. Like, whatever you do, just don't worry about fixing stuff, making everything perfect. Just figure out how to launch the rocket. And then when you launch the rocket, this is when the fun starts, actually. And this is when you can figure stuff out, calculate things if you want to, whatever. But I would say make your own mistakes, but launch the rocket anyway, even if it's going to take a long time. I've got the ranged and Creed to walk me through the game. All right. Good choice. So I guess that you're already in and there is no way to get out of Factorio. I'm sorry, you're destined to play Factorio. I like management type games, so I was thinking I would enjoy Factorio. I think there is a high chance. Like, not necessarily it might be your favorite game ever, but there is a strong chance because I like strategies, survival strategies, and management games myself. So I wouldn't say that it is perfect just for me, but there are definitely a few things that I really, really like about it. So, you know, make your own spaghetti and enjoy it. Enjoy it in the first place. Guys, we've got the Red Circuits production, even if it's very small, but if I can make it work, get just a few bots. Electronic circuits. I don't have enough lubricant. Am I right? Oh, for God's sake, I've got nothing. No lubricant. Like, nothing going on? Out there. Ooh. Empty. It's all because of lack of the brains. I am disgusted. You know what I am going to do? Okay, that might be a bit annoying, but I will try to disable one of the biochambers just to move jelly around and actually get the lubricant done, because right now we barely get the brains flowing. What's going on? We have right now. Fine. We can get up to 7.2 megawatts of power usage. We don't have to. Does that mean we don't have enough slots? Or should I just move around and... Maybe I should just be brave and remove that production, because it causes more harm than good, I think. Okay, we'll do that. I mean, I'm not extremely happy about it, but the brains will have the chance to flow properly to the place that is not supposed to process the brains anyway, but whatever. How to dismantle things like that? I am always getting confused about that. First, I will cut out this belt. And my strategy, of course, you don't have to do the same thing, but usually I am getting overwhelmed very easily. Over dismantling things, having a lot of stuff in my inventory, having overflowing inventory. It happens all the time. So instead, in these situations, I'm just trying to kind of slowly end the production without ending it abruptly. So in this case, let's see, we've got a little bit of jelly. And the production, luckily the production has stopped already. So I can just take the stuff. Alright, looks better, man. Definitely looks better. But with the stuff that is happening right now, let me just add the Bioflux out there. We don't even have the jelly. It is that bad. Generally, it's that bad with the brain production. Also, this jelly, I will pick it up even if I hate the idea. But I don't want for it to spoil. I don't have much time. I don't have much time. Llamas! Llamas! Where's Jelly? Alright, at least we had the chance to make a bit of biolubricant. I need any of it. And I will need even more of it. That's the problem. Oh, the nutrients. I need to get rid of nutrients. Some kind of production needs to take it. Okay, nice. Of course, it can turn into spoilage, and then we can take that spoilage, make it into nutrients again, but I don't want to bother myself with it. Yeah, but there are definitely nutrients that I want to save. And in this case, Llama, be careful, be patient. This will stay here. This biochamber, I just forgot to move the inserter. This needs to stay here because I'm trying to keep that bonus production. I will keep this biochamber here. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, it's easier than I thought. But still, it's quite messy. And I don't like it when it gets that messy. Of course, we are still splitting the so-called brains or jelly nut in the way that there is another production in the main spaghetti, and the main spaghetti will stay. I am not going to move it around yet. I might want to separate keep the jelly separate. So let's assume that at the last stage of it, I think that this is the last stage. Let's say it's not going to be used. Let's allow it to move forward and be used as biolubricant. How to do that? First I thought about moving stuff here. Oh, see? See, now we are getting all of that jelly out there. Strange, isn't it? And that inserter should be in slightly different spots. And I can actually move it. Like, not going to be perfect, but I mean, yuck. I'm disgusted by it, okay? But, you know, it is what it is. I messed up something, this production. I messed up something big time. Because I don't have space for inserter. Be here. How does it look like on this side? Or maybe I should have only 3 in the first place anyway. But I want to split stuff at the very, very, very last stage. I can actually go for 3 machine. I mean, oh no, oh no, 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 llama, 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 what are you doing? That was a bad idea. Let's just disable this biochamber. Then let's split. Let's split stuff right after we pick up stuff. I'll put priority to the left. Foliage of any quality, remember any quality. And it still looks extremely messy. What if I do this? I think that right now it's more under control. Anyway, would be nice to get another biochamber that could make biolubricants. And I think I know which biochamber I could get because I could reuse some. Also, the lubricant storage tanks are located in this spot and we barely get stuff here. That's right, because we are trying to produce the blue belts. The blue belts that I am trying to replace. Actually, I'm trying to replace yellow belts with blue belts, but you know what I mean. let's dismantle it, and then I will try to simplify things even further. I hope that by doing this, I am going to be able to paste that part of the factory that is ready and assign it to the brains, as they called it, and then the northern part could be repurposed into the copper production, and then that would resolve a lot of issues. But also, I need to work on landfill. And I wonder if I can make landfill with biochamber. I don't think so, but Factoriopedia will let me know. Why would I want to do it in the biochamber? Oh, it's used in biochamber. See, I have to add the modules in order to increase the production. And that will take a lot of time and resources, and it increases the energy consumption. So it would be awesome if I could just, you know, do it in the biochamber that has got this bonus right away. But it's not happening. But at least I started thinking about it. That's a big thing already. That's a big step already. Now look at how many things are connected, and then it's very easy to get lost. All of that stuff. If I would have logistic bots, then sorry, not logistic bots, construction bots, then it would be so much easier to just pick that up. But not this. See? Okay. All of it can be removed relatively safely. And I am going to repurpose the biochambers, so I won't have to run around and try to steal any of the eggs again. Good for me, good for me. Now this was the part which was taking the spoilage out of this place into the spoilage loop. The spoilage loop was the first concept. Now this biochamber is going to stay here, as I mentioned before, and this is where the seeds are going. I will leave this input out there for later. There was some of the... It's simplified already because the nutrients were circulating in much weirder way. Also, this loop is not necessary anymore. All of this part can be cut out, but the thing is, this is very long distance already. I can repurpose it into something else. Sometimes I leave parts of the belts just to repurpose them later. I think that's something that I should do. Also, this is the nutrient part. And where is this going? Oh, okay, this is like full-blown spaghetti. At this point, we're mixing 3 items, and maybe this is why you mentioned it as the sushi belt. Because what we've got right there, wow, it's silly. What we've got out there is the nutrients. I don't know if you can see bits of spoilage, and also Yumako mash that shouldn't be here in the first place. I started making nutrients out of Yumako mash because I was short on nutrients in the first place. And look at this. I don't know what I was thinking, but I am pretty sure that Llama from the past decided to leave this problem to a llama from the future, which is the llama from now, which is me, which is how, why, I wish I knew, but it's funny because we've got spaghetti. I don't mind. Speaking of spaghetti, I'm getting hungry, and I mentioned that I am going to take a break, and guess what? I didn't take a break yet. But you know what, guys? I know that my streaming session, again, is very, very low in comparison to how long I usually stream. Usually I stream for 4 hours, 5 hours, but because I am sick, it's kinda natural for me to just get tired much more easily. I hope you don't mind this. If nothing goes wrong, if I'm not going to feel bad, you know, muscle pains and other things that come with the sickness, then I should stream tomorrow as well. But I am not 100% certain on this, so until I get better and Laser gets better, then, you know, I have to assume that if nothing goes wrong and if my health is not going to act up. So I hope you understand it. I think that with simplifying this part, with removing this part, I guess that this is a good moment to end the stream. I don't feel kind of accomplished in this case because I know that I haven't done much. On the other hand, anything that is simplified is already a progress. It's a space for the new things to grow out there, literally grow or spoil or both. And still I cannot fit that. But it's a problem for the llama from the future, I guess. But I think that it is really time to, you know, get some rest. So I will save the game. And let me bring up our cafe, right? So, llamas. Also, I hope that I will raid somebody. So if you're on Twitch, if I could ask you to stay for a little bit longer, let's sum things up, and then let's try to raid somebody. Maybe I will find somebody to raid. That would be awesome. Also, I will leave you links to social media and so on and so on. Okay, I think that I have found somebody who is playing Factorio as well. Multiplayer any percent speedrun. That's what high speed is doing. And maybe they might not be able to interact much, but usually when they are not doing the speedrunning, you can have a really nice conversation with them, another Factorio streamer, so let's give them a shout out. And I will sum things up for you guys. We are already switching to the cafe, that's right. Look at all of you cuties. You are so sweet. Let me give pets to all of you once again. Thank you. Rem and Borb, Blady, Migas, Dragon, Zai, and everybody else, Laser, and everybody else who might be on the list, but your character haven't rejoined yet. Llamas, you are super sweet. That's all I can say. Thank you for participating in this part, so I can kind of, you know, give you pets. This is awesome. If you have noticed, welcome Harkovs. If you have noticed some new recipes, yes, I'm trying to get the upgrades done right there. And I'm trying to finish the quests, so we will have one quest finished. Okay, let's get it done. And we get vanilla milkshake. as the reward. Okay, I'm trying to get the new dishes, but we're not even halfway through. Have a good recovery, Llama. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you so much. I had no idea that you're still there, lurking. Oh, wow. Llamas, you are amazing. I don't know how I could say thank you for it to be enough. I'm just happy that you're here, that you're listening, that you're trying to chill with me. Just spend time with me. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Also, thank you everyone who either followed on Twitch or subscribed on YouTube. I would recommend you to do both. Of course, you do you guys. Consider giving a thumbs up to this video on YouTube as well, because you know, algorithms and all of that weird stuff that is supposed to recommend me or not recommend me. You know, things like that. Of course, I would like to recommend. No, I would like to invite you to tomorrow's stream, and I would like to start it a little bit earlier, not at 5 p.m. UTC, but earlier, around, I don't know, 4 p.m. UTC, maybe 3 p.m. UTC, depends on how I feel. And it might be anything. It could be RimWorld, it could be Factorio, it could be anything else. It depends if I can get stuff done on time. Blady has joined again and says, please like and subscribe. That's right, cheap viewers, etc. Oh, at least we didn't have any bot on Twitch today. That's good. Alright, I guess that we've got all of the news out there. I will link my social media to Twitch. Could it be Papers, Please? But I finished Papers, Please. I would prefer Mind Scanners, but I don't have my overlay done. I've got quite a few overlays to finish. I can't play the game without overlay. I mean, don't ask the questions, okay? I like to work on my avatar. This enforces my creativity in a way, so it's good for me. I have linked my social media, any links to Discord or subreddit or YouTube link or anything else in my Twitch, but on YouTube you can reach it through the you know, the main channel description, details, and so on. And I would like to ask you guys, if you're still on Twitch, to join me on raiding High Speed. Oh, Darkwood. I mean, I hope I will make that happen on this Halloween. To have a little bit of Darkwood revisited. I love this game so much. Alright, Llama's raid has started on Twitch. Make sure that you make some noise on their channel and that you write the message, we're here to chew hay and party and we're out of hay. Copy and paste it to show High Speed that Llamas can party as well. Use any emotes, any hype emotes from my channel or other channels. It doesn't matter. It matters that you participate in the raid. And for those who happened to watch until this very end, probably there will be a video showing up somewhere that recommends something from my channel that YouTube thinks is appropriate for you. Take care, everyone. We're raiding on Twitch. I cannot raid on YouTube. I would if I could, but I can't yet. And I see you tomorrow. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your day or night. Depends on your time zone. Final pats. final pats and pets to everyone who participated in this cafe chill. And see you tomorrow. So, bye. Take care. I believe that we already raided. Yes, we already raided. Bye.